The first person that came to talk to us about it was Ellen. I believe her first name's Ellen. She's a social worker at the Children's Hospital. And she came to talk to us about it. And of course, at that time, Max was pretty ill. At the time, it was his first year that he was diagnosed with leukemia. And she talked to us about Make-A-Wish and told us all about it. And then we thought more and more about it, and then, we decided that we thought it would be a great thing for down the road for Maxwell. There were many surprises. There was, it started out in the beginning from when the party, the going away party, at the LBJ library, that was just Lucy Baines Johnson. We did not know she was going to be there. We did not know that she was going to do that extensive tour.
They played music when I walked in, and I had Secret Servicemen. And I got to meet President Johnson's daughter, Lucy. And actually, her mother's still alive, and she can't talk right now. And I let her I took out her cell phone and she was calling her, and then she clapped on the phone.
Mother, can you hear me? This is Lucy, and I have President Maxwell Gaddy, who is 8 years old, and his Make-A-Wish is to meet the President of the United States, and he is on his way to Washington to see President Bush, but he decided to stop by the LBJ Library first and get to see the library of the first Texas president.
It was definitely first class, above and beyond all expectations. One example is that Maxwell said, "Oh, I think we're getting a limo." A limo is picking us up at the airport. And, I'm originally from New York, so I said, "Well, Max, I think it's maybe just sometimes taxis are known, they're called limo service. And so, it might just be like a town car, a limo service that will take us to our hotel." Well, sure enough, the chauffeur comes walking along. There's a stretch limo outside. And he said, "See, Mom, I told you. He was so excited.
Well, you saw the National Zoo, the International Spy Museum, the Air and Space Museum. I believe we saw the Museum of Natural History, where there's freeze-dried animals.
The limo left, and then we walked over to the White House. And that's when we met President Bush. And actually, they gave us a personal tour of the White House prior to the meeting with President Bush. And Maxwell saw him in the hallway.
He was walking by and then he waved to us. And then when we got down, I was the first one to meet the president.
Prior to going to Washington, he was practicing shaking my husband's hand because he was going to shake President Bush's hand. And he told me he was a little nervous, and we just said, he's just like anybody else. You just shake his hand and say, "It's very nice to meet you." After you saw him in the hallway, then we went down to the diplomatic room. That's where we actually met him, not in the Oval Office, but in the diplomatic room, because he was taking off. So that was another surprise. We did not know that we were going to get to see that until we were there.
He said 4 times, "Don't make them wait out in the heat," because we were all in nice clothes and suits. And we waited in a place, because it was the hottest time in history, we waited in a place. It was still pretty hot in there, but not as hot as outside. And then we came out there, and then there was he was a soldier. He opened the stairs that lead onto there, and then the people got on. And then when it took off, it blew your hair.
And so that was really big for Maxwell. He was so impressed with the helicopter. I mean, we were right there, and the helicopter was right there.
They said 2 other decoys would come out there that's are disguised as it in case there's an attack or something. And if we're lucky, they won't hit the president's one. They'll hit one of those if they throw an aerial attack.
it was just a unbelievable experience that we will always treasure and remember. And our children will. Just, I know that we have all the pictures and memories. It was a wonderful trip. It gives the child a positive feeling about their illness, that it makes them feel that they're special, and that for all they have been through and all they are still the journey they continue to endure, that there's this wish that has come true.
And actually, my principal at school said I always have like a pleasant look when I'm at school. I think the wish is part of it.
We can only thank Make-A-Wish and all the people that have been involved in making this happen for our family and for Maxwell. And just, we are so grateful for the donors that let this happen and made it happen, for everybody that made it happen. It was truly just an experience that our family will never forget.
I just want to say thank you, because I think this is a really good organization, because they help sick people and make sick people really happy. It gave me hope that I'm gonna fight my cancer off.